So just the other day, I was in my Instagram DMs and someone hit me with an offer that was too good for me to say no to. 1,000 real Instagram followers for just $7. Now, due to the low price, I right off the bat assumed that these were likely fake followers or gained through some sort of bot farm or, dodgy tactic. But I figured, why not? It's just $7. I'll give it a shot and figure it might make for some fun YouTube content. And maybe I was wrong and this is an absolute goldmine of an opportunity. So after talking to this guy for a little bit, I found out it was going to take about 2 hours from when I paid for when the growth would actually start. And from then it would take between 12 and 15 hours to complete, which if I'm honest actually sounds more like real growth than fake growth, because usually 1,000 fake followers would only take 10-20 minutes to fulfill. All I had to do was give him my username and obviously send over the payment. I didn't have to go private. I didn't have to change my profile picture to something weird to generate attention or any of those techniques. Nor did I even have to give him my login details. They were going to do it all on their end. Now, since I sold my account that I did the 0 to 10K challenge with at IG with Josh, and I'm doing a few different tests on Instagram with different growth strategies for this account, I thought I would just use this account. So I'm using at IG with Josh, which at the start of this challenge had about 125 followers and has about like 10 or 15 likes and a handful of comments. As far as story views go, I got about 70 story views or so on my highlights, and on my normal posts I was getting anywhere from 15 to 30 story views. And that's all come because I did a mass voting video where I tried mass voting for a week. Watch that here. But anyway, I went ahead, sent him that $7 and said, let's go, light me up. I was finally ready to get famous. So, as expected, just 2 hours later, followers started to trickle in. They pretty much all have between 20 and 200 followers, and they're pretty much all following approximately 10 times as many people. So if they've got 50 followers, they're following 500 to 1,000 people. If they got 200 followers, they're following about 2,000. And even though they pretty much all have profile pictures, content, bio, a reasonably normal username, they look like a real person, just the fact that they're following so many people in return to the amount of people that follow them back, I'm assuming they're fake. Now, over the next 12 hours, slowly trickled in 1,050 new followers, so I even got a 5% bonus, look at that. And as I just mentioned, all these accounts looked very, very similar. They all had a profile picture, all had a reasonably normal looking username, content, etc. But they were all following so many people and only had like a handful of followers. Now, the reason they do this is because if they're using fake accounts that have got no content, no bio, no profile picture and a random username, and they just go and follow 1,000 people, Instagram noticed that pretty quickly, so they, from what I'm assuming, have gone ahead and created real accounts with real people and then hook them up to a bot farm, and they can create 1,000 accounts, set them all up to some sort of software, and then they can go sell that hundreds if not thousands of times to different people. So they might be able to make $7,000 to $10,000 off those 1,000 accounts. Just my assumption anyway. Now, back to the challenge, I didn't get any new likes, I didn't get any comments from these pages, no one DM'd me, and the amount of clicks on my bio did not increase. Now, due to the way the accounts looked, to an untrained eye, these may look like real followers. And if I had 50,000 followers on this account and it was impossible to track the new likes and DMs coming in, it might have actually looked like real followers. But considering this was a new account and I've been doing social media for like 5 years, it's pretty easy to tell, and also the fact that it was $7, I was pretty certain these are all fake followers. And that is the reason I use like a random throwaway account that I'm just doing a bunch of growth hacks on and just using for YouTube challenges, because I would never buy fake followers for my own accounts. The only time you should go ahead and buy fake followers is if it's for a YouTube video like this and you want to find out whether they were real or not, for a bit of fun. So essentially I paid $7 for what turned out to be fake Instagram followers, and it was worth it to make a fun video. And if for some reason they had turned out to be real followers, would have paid off massively, because I could have used that to grow a ton of pages, a huge amount of followers, make a decent amount of money from them, and just continually do that. But sadly, it turned out they were not real. Now, just to be super clear, I would not recommend buying followers when you know they're fake. It's not a great way to grow your following, and you're better off to have like a few hundred to 1,000 real followers who engage with your brand and love what you stand for, rather than tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of followers who don't really care about who you are or don't even know who you are, but just, follow for the sake of it and gives you good vanity metrics. So if you do want to grow real followers on Instagram and build an engaged audience who do love what you have to say, then check out the rest of the videos on my YouTube channel. What I would do is I will link a playlist down below which has all my Instagram growth tactics and so on, all those videos in it, so you can go through, listen to that, watch that, and learn how to grow an audience on Instagram that is actually going to engage with you, that actually cares about you and will actually follow you. Or if you have a budget to work with and you don't want to go through the process of trial and error and learning it yourself, feel free to flick me a DM on Instagram at Josh Ryan or send me an email, josh@cleverpreneur.com. I'll put the email up here. I know it's a bit of an annoying one to spell and it will be linked down below. So if you're interested in my agency services, reach out to me there. We might be able to do something for you. Anyway, that's it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, if you found it an interesting case study, I guess, then go ahead, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and if you want to grab my free Instagram ebook, that will be linked down below. Now, if you have any suggestions for different softwares, challenges, growth strategies that you want me to try and test out and do similar to this, I know I've already done mass voting / mass responding to questions. I've now bought followers, which could be fake, could be real. I'm open to trying other ones. If you have any ideas, I'm thinking of doing an influencer marketing challenge where I spend $100 or $200 on that, see the results from that. And if you have any other suggestions, please let me know. Any softwares, any new tactics, just let me know in the comments. And aside from that, I'll see you all in another video sometime soon.